Hi, this is Edward Smith, video game correspondent with International Business Times UK, here with a video review of Dead Island Riptide, the latest game from developer Techland and publisher Deep Silver. I'll start by talking about the combat, which is RPG based in the sense that you chip away HP points from your enemies and weapons have damage values, endurance values and things like that. It's shambolic, it's not much fun, it's very listless. You tend to just whack and whack and whack and just repeatedly whack zombies over the head until they fall down, and there's no kind of satisfying physics to it. It feels very empty. You kind of feel like you're hitting air. The gore effects don't add much either. They're very run-of-the-mill. Limbs come off, heads come off, obviously. There's a lot of blood spray everywhere, but it just happens so regularly and right from the beginning that there's no satisfaction in seeing gore. There's no payoff. Moving on to the writing quickly, Dead Island Riptide is not a well-written game whatsoever. They try and throw in a lot of humour. There's this kind of jokey banter between the characters. They spew one-liners, but they're just kind of embarrassing. They just make you want to put your head in your hands. And it really clashes with the game's tone overall. If you remember the trailers, not just from Dead Island Riptide, but Dead Island, the first Dead Island, the trailers are very serious and melodramatic and kind of mawkish. But when you actually play the game, it's silly and it's trying to be humorous. It's trying to be a bit slapstick in the way that Dead Rising is slapstick. And that really clashes with this marketing campaign that they set up. Referring back to Dead Rising again, Dead Rising has lots and lots and lots of zombies and they come apart very satisfyingly and explode and stuff like that. But Dead Rising is very openly slapstick. It's kind of a comedy game. Dead Island just doesn't know what to do with the enemies. It has way too many zombies. They're not frightening. They come at you all the time. They're quite easy to kill. And there's no build-up to them. They don't appear in like a scary sequence near the beginning. They just are, and they're just there, and you're just kind of bored of them. They're not interesting. They're not frightening. There's no horror to them. Visuals-wise, satisfactory, I suppose. It doesn't look terrible. It's not like embarrassing by any stretch, but compared to a lot of games you will have played on this console generation, Dead Island Riptide looks bad, like water effects in particular, nature effects, very much so. By placing the game on a tropical island, it begs comparison to something like Far Cry 3, and Far Cry 3 is just superlative. It's beautiful. Dead Island Riptide is on a tropical island, but a very badly rendered one, and it's not much fun to look at. This is a game that doesn't know really what it's trying to be. There's RPG elements to the combat that don't add anything, they just slow you down, and that's contrasted with this quite fast, quite rapid, repeatedly hitting things, fast-paced kind of combat. They don't mix. The dialogue and the characters don't mix with this melancholic tone that they've set up before the game came out. And the visuals don't match the setting. You've got this very beautiful setting in the place of a tropical island, but the graphics are just not there to carry it off. So Dead Island Riptide is not a good game, basically. The combat is shambolic, the dialogue's poor, and it doesn't look good. Regardless, if you want to give it a go, it's out on 26th of April, and that's on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC. If you want to learn more, there's a full written review available to read on ibtimes.co.uk. I'm video game correspondent Edward Smith, and thank you for watching.